Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of the show. Today I'm going to be addressing a very serious issue, a serious problem that I think is ruining the real estate landscape in Lagos, and that's the problem of loading. And it's both from the agency side and also both from the developer side, because some few weeks ago, this month, a client wanted to buy about 1,000 square meters of land in Lekki corridor. So we got him one in a very nice estate. The ask was 450 million naira, and obviously we negotiated it down to 420. And we could say, okay, we said we could deal, and we offered them. We wrote a letter and every single thing, and he accepted, of course. But at some point, the client dropped off the radar, which is another video for another day, because a lot of people think that sometimes land deals or land will just be waiting for them. They come and they see a house, you don't hear from them, and a month later they're asking you how far, can we go and see it again, can we talk to? But that is another video for another day. I'm addressing a different issue now. So this client just dropped off the radar for 2 weeks, and he contacted me after those 2 weeks, and he was like, okay, we're trying to move forward. Obviously, sometimes, people are trying to get their money right. People are trying to do a lot of things. So I understand that. So he contacted me and said, okay, we are ready to move forward. We're ready to do, to deal. I reached out to the seller, and do you know what the guy told me? The guy told me that because of dollar had increased, that same piece of land was now going for 500 million. So an 80 million naira jump in just 2 weeks because of dollar. Now, let's even, for the uninitiated, for real estate for dummies right now, you added no value, the land remained the same, the time difference was way too small. And then, just because of dollar price, and just because you can sit there and decide, obviously it's your land, you decided to take it up a notch, 80 million naira. And I'll be giving you other examples. There was another time I went to this, is a very prime place in Lekki. If I reveal the place, a lot of people will be able to know and do their background checks and everything. But when I came to that place to actually do a video of the house, it's actually on my channel right now. So may the best detective win. I came to do a promo video there, and as I came there, the agent responsible told me that the house was 600 million naira, and he got the keys. We went there. We were in the middle of shooting this video when this man receives a message, and it says that this house is now going for 650 million naira. Children of God, just few minutes into this promo video that we were shooting. And there are many reasons responsible for this, but that's not even the worst part of this. I went online because I actually literally knew about that house that day, and it was an inspection day, and I was out with my assistant. We're looking at properties that we can actually show you guys. So I was now going online, and I saw the major agent that was responsible for this, and he had posted it some few weeks ago. Usually for this type of houses, they don't post the price, but somebody had commented and asked for the price of this place. Do you know that the price of this place was 550 million, which that agent said? So it was less than 5 weeks. So now look at the disparity. In less than 5 weeks, something that was 550 million naira was now going for 650 million naira. 100 million naira added from thin air. Now, there's another land at Ownahome.ng. This one I'm going to say it because this one was just crazy for me. I saw Ramos Realty of Lagos. He posted it, and it was going for 7.5 billion naira. And I said, okay, this is a good, obviously it's a reclaimed land, but Ozumba is very prime area, VI, facing the lagoon. There are lots of amazing structures there. So I said, okay. Few weeks later, I saw an agent running an Instagram ad, and that land was listed as going for 7.6 billion as opposed to 7.5 that Ramos posted. And if numbers don't mean anything to you, let me break it down. This agent added 100 million naira from nowhere to the listing price of that land. And one of the reasons why some of these things happen is that a lot of people can get involved in a hurry, and that's why personally I'm working with the fact that when we are going to more of those prime areas, I want to have the direct owner and the direct seller, cut off many of those middlemen, clip their wings. So, if one person gets involved, they want to have a hefty enough commission, so they add maybe 10 million, they add 20 million, they add however they want to, and then the land price keeps climbing up. But the truth of the matter is that no matter the amount of people that are involved, when you're seeing 100 million, billion naira deals, even if you were going to share 10 ways, that's still very, very substantial. So I see a lot of greed play here, and that's why sometimes you see a land is long in the market, it hasn't sold. You see a house has been in the market for 1 year. I'm going to give you this one again. There was this house in Ikoyi last year. It was in the market, and it was going for $3 million. It trended. Every single agent that matters, that knows their onion here in Lagos, went to that house to do an inspection, to do a promo. That was last year. And at some point in time, we thought that it went off the market. Even a popular real estate and a YouTuber, real estate promoter and a YouTuber, when she was promoting the house recently, she said, oh, this went off the market. Now it's back on the market. And last year it was going for $3 million. And this year now, that same house, in the same economy, even, you can actually even say worse off, is now going for $5 million. That's the ask. And now I say again, what are the value drivers for the fact that, we're just adding money to cost of land, to cost of houses? There is no value add. There is no change in the forces of demand and supply. You just have a person sit down and decide, oh, this is my property, I just want to increase it by so and so. And what this does is, there are a couple of problems, So sometimes the sellers, they are not even aware of it. So they cannot dispose of their property on time. And this is locking down capital. This is locking down an asset. So let's say somebody would have built maybe a commercial property, provided jobs. You're locking down that add to the economy. And because of the fact that your neighbor sees that, oh, this person that is selling beside me is selling for 500 million. I'm not going to be a fool to see that my land that cost me maybe 300 million, or I'm giving out for 300 million, somebody else wants to sell it 500 million, I'll leave that. So everybody else just increases their prices with no corresponding demand and supply dynamics. I believe that I should address this because it's ruining this business. It's very, very bad. And I believe that if this goes unchecked, obviously real estate is not regulated, but if this goes unchecked, we are going to be seeing less and less deals being done. We are going to be seeing lots of fraud. We are going to be seeing a lot of speculation. Real estate should not be so much so of speculation, because you just have a bunch of overpriced land, a bunch of overpriced houses. But as a standard, when things go up that way and the market adjusts to it, you hardly see it come down. So we are seeing more and more expensive buildings, more and more expensive land, without any corresponding economic value that goes into it. There's a political candidate that said, talked about wealth without enterprise. You did nothing, and you just made money. You just sat in your house. Yeah, so this is an agent, and he asks another agent, okay, how far? There's this land. Let me just add money. And in a way, I'm preaching to the choir, because this is also my my industry, and there's sometimes that temptation to want to take advantage of deals. Okay, when you see a deal, oh, instead of splitting this amount of money 4 ways, why not I add so that it's bigger for me, and but this thing, if not checked, I believe it's going to lock down capital. It's going to make things way more expensive. So we are seeing less houses being built, less commercial properties being established. It's just locking down capital, and before you know it, people start repatriating their funds to probably go to other states or take it outside the country, because they can see, why would I spend this much money buying a house in Lagos when I can use that to invest citizenship by investment in probably Dubai, probably the US, get a passport. People will take their money somewhere else, because for the price that is being charged, the value add is just not reasonable enough. So let everybody, every stakeholder, take a step back, and let's actually even look at this real estate in Lagos and say, if we are looking for the best, if we want the best for this industry, let's actually allow time to play the role it's supposed to play in appreciation, in value appreciation. Let's allow market forces to actually work. People should not just be able to obviously it's your land at the end of the day, but people should not be too greedy, and the system should be more streamlined, so that when we are calling a particular price, that price is a true reflection, is a true value. There's even one recently, 2 agents posted the same property. It was a house. One said it was going for 480 million. Another one said it was going for 460 million. Who do we believe? Who do we believe as far as pricing goes? Obviously, people can actually get to do discounts, reduce their commission, so that they can actually get a good deal for their clients. But at the end of the day, like I said, let's actually calm down and ask ourselves serious questions, and look at how we can move forward this industry. Thank you so very much for watching. This is Uche Philip Emodi from Ownahome.ng TV show. This is just brewing in my spirit, and I just said, okay, let me talk about it. Let me just lay it out there. Here at Ownahome, believe that owning a home, owning a property should not make you lose sleep. So we're committed to giving you the very best property recommendations and insider real estate gist. See you at the next video. Kindly like, kindly share, kindly subscribe. Bye-bye.